And we are live here at Panther Field for the final game of this long day of softball, as the leadoff hitter Mullikins is going to come to the dish for the Lady Bulldogs of Quitman. So it's going to be Brooklyn White in the circle. She is a very dominant pitcher. Magnet was able to crack her code Monday night and get the conference title, as they had the regular season, but Magnet came back and won the tournament. And so here we go. It is going to be Mullikins to step in. And so here comes Mullikins, as the officials have one last word with the Quitman coach. Now Mullikins is going to step in, and we will get this 2-seed versus 3-seed started. And White's first pitch is going to just miss outside for ball one. And that pitch will be bunted and up to first base for Cole Glacier, and that will take care of Mullikins on the ground out. So now Chapman, the center fielder, will step in. As that's going to be ball one right there to Chapman. And the pitch, and a big wave and a big miss there from the center fielder. So count even at 1-1. As that is going to be strike two. White is working well early. And the 1-2 and a check swing. And she went around, and that will be out number two. So the first base umpire says she goes, so White has set the first two down on a ground out and a strikeout. And that one's going to be hit out of play foul. Here is the 0-1. And a big wave and a big miss. And so that will be strike two. And the 0-2. She did not go around right there, so that will be ball one. Count 1-2 here. White looking to set them down in order. And the pitch. And that's going to be foul tipped. Count 1-2. It's going to be off and a miss, so that will be ball two. Now the count 2-2. That one's going to be hit out into center field, and a diving play made by the center fielder, Kayla Myers. What a play there from Myers. And that will set them down in order. Wow, what a play out there in center field by Myers. So we're going to the bottom of the first after this break. We are back here as it is going to be Mullikins in the circle for Quitman, and the leadoff lefty is going to be Myers for the CAC Mustangs. No, excuse me, that's going to be Lyles in the circle. Excuse me there. So Lyles is going to be in the circle for Quitman. It's going to be Mullikins behind the dish. Count 1-0, and that one's going to be cracked and foul down the third base line from Myers. Count 1-1 here. And the 1-2, and that's going to be cracked up and foul down the third base line once more. Myers just a hair early on those last two pitches as the lefties cracked him down the third base line. Count 1-2. And that's going to be fouled back. And that one's going to be cracked foul once more. Count stays at 1-2. And the 1-2 from Lyles. That's going to be cracked foul once more. One, two, the count here for the leadoff hitter Myers. And the pitch. That's going to be low, ball 2. And the 2-2 is going to be cracked, and that's going to send the left fielder over its head, and that's going to be extra bases for the speedy Myers. Myers going to try to go 3, and the throw is not in time, and that's going to be an error, and she's going to try to make it all the way home, and she will. So the leadoff hitter for CAC will get an inside the park home run off an error. What a play there from Myers, and Schwell hit ball over the left fielder's head, and the left fielder misjudged it. Here comes Kendall Walker, the shortstop. And the 0-0 and a big wave and a miss. Here is the 0-1 from Lyles. And the pitch. That's going to be just high in a ball. And the 1-1 and a big wave and a miss. Count 1-2 here. And the pitch, and that's going to be strike 3 on the outside corner, there. So that will be Lyle's first strikeout of the game. So now the catcher Blakely will step in. So now number 7 Blakely will step in. And Lyles offers. It's going to be called strike 1. And a big wave and a miss there from Blakely. Oh, 2 the count. That one's going to be outside for ball 1. One, 2 the count here, 1 out. 3-hole hitter up for CAC. And the pitch, and that's going to be fouled, and that's going to be dribbled foul. And the pitch and a wave and a miss there from Blakely. So she gets set down on strikes in her first at bat. So another strikeout for Quitman. So now Brooklyn White will step in. And the first pitch, taking strike 1. Two outs here for Brooklyn as she pops that one high and out of play. And the pitch. White gets that one down the third base line and foul. So White right here looking to get on base. 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. That one's going to be belted high. Shortstop judges it, and that will be a pop out. But not before an error makes an inside the park, makes a triple, and inside the park home run. CAC's up 1 after 1. We'll be back with the top of the second after this break. And we are back here at Panther Field as I am just finishing up my stat sheet for this game. We'll have to see what Quitman can add to it here as 4, 5, and 6 are due up. And the pitch from White is high and outside. And that one is going to be up the third base line, and they don't get it to Colclature in time, and so that is going to take Quitman to second base, and they will be tagged out. So that right there was Smith, the first baseman, who tried to advance on the error and will not, so that eliminates that threat. So now Ram, the second baseman, number 2, will be up. The 1-0 from White's going to be tattooed in to left center. The center fielder calls it and takes care of it. That is Myers out there. She will take care of it and set Ram down. So 2 outs here. And a big swing and a miss there from Lyles. And the 1-2. And another wave and a miss. And that, oh, I call that foul ball. 0-2 the count, and a big wave and a miss there from Lyles. And so that sets them down in order for Quitman. We will be back with the bottom of the second, right after this break. So it will be Cole Clazier to lead off. The first baseman, number 31 here, out of the right-handed batter's box. As a big wave and a miss at that one will be strike one. As that is going to be called ball one. Count evens at 1-1. And that will be fouled back for strike two. It's been a tiring day here at the ballpark, but a fun one. Trying to make it through this last game. Count 1-2. And the pitch. And a wave and a miss there from Cole Clazier as she goes down on strikes. It's the third strikeout for Lyles as number 3 steps in. That is going to be Ashton Wilbanks. As she takes a big cut right there and comes up empty-handed. And that one is going to be foul pop-up. And it's going to stay in play. And so Wilbanks will go down on a foul pop-up. So now Kennedy Kittinger will step in, number 14, the right fielder. Now 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. And that will be a big wave and a miss there from Callie. No, excuse me, Kittinger. Okay. And our outfield camera has gone dead, but we're working our best to fix the problem out there in right center. As that one is going to be strike 3 right there. So a 4th strikeout of the afternoon gets Kittinger down, and so that will end the inning. We're going to the top of the third after this.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
We're back here at Panther Field as Quitman comes back up to bat. It's going to be number 19, Finley, who takes ball one there from Brooklyn White. And so that will be ball two. Quitman's definitely the rowdiest team we've had today. All sorts of stuff in the dugout, let me tell you. And a big overcut right there from Finley. So now the count 1-2, or 2-1. As that is a cut. And that will be strike three. So a strikeout there for White, and so that will put her down on strikes in the first out of the inning. Now pull the DP, number 25 is up to bat. Oh, yeah. Quitman using the metal roof to their advantage, it seems like, over there. And the pitch. And that's going to be way high and way outside. So now count 1-0, and White delivers, and that one's inside. As that one is going to be fouled off, so that'll be good. Strike one. Here in the top of the third as CAC's on top 1-0. And that one's fouled off by Finley. Now the count 2-2. And the 2-2. And a big wave and a miss from Finley, and pull, and she will go down on strikes. That was pull up there at bat. So now the left fielder, Hardy, the lefty, will come up to bat. As ball one is taken right there. And a big wave and a miss there from Hardy. As that is going to be strike two right there. So 1-2, 2 outs here for Brooklyn White. Here's the 1-2. And White puts her down swinging. So 3 strikeouts take care of that. And I've got just a little bit of more information on Brooklyn. Look at this right here. An ERA 1.5. That is absolutely phenomenal for having over 100 innings pitched thus far this year. Only 29 walks. And you can add up what she has had struck out today. This was after. These stats were taken after the district championship this Monday, actually. So if you add her strikeouts today, she's got 196 if you add what she's got today, and I don't think she hasn't walked anybody, so she's just a phenomenal pitcher, signed to Southern Miss, and so see right there, just 11 wins, and I mean just being dominant in the circle, as it's going to be Lyles for Quitman that tries to match what she can do in the circle today, and we'll have to see how that all lashes out. But I kind of want to get a spotlight on Brooklyn White. Thanks to whoever updates her max preps. It is greatly appreciated for commentators when they can find stats on players. So we are here in the bottom of the third, looking for a ticket to the state tournament. So it's going to be number 8 up to bat. That is going to be Shelby Cowley, as she's going to take a big wave and a big miss at strike 1. And another big wave and a miss. And the 0-2, and that's going to be outside from Lyles. And the 1-2 is a strikeout pitch there from Lyles. So add another strikeout to Lyles' column. And so Lily Wooderson, the DP, will step in. And the pitch, and a big wave and a miss there from Wooderson. And here's the 0-1. And the off-speed there gets strike 2. And here's the 0-2. That's going to be called strike 3 on the outside corner, so that'll be out number 2. And another strikeout for Lyles. I'll flip the lineup back. No, excuse me. Now we will have flip the lineup back over to Myers. And that will be hit into center field for a base hit. Hard turn at first, but won't go second. And so now Myers is 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Lefty's just seeing Lyles well. Now Kendall Walker will come up, who struck out swinging her last time up. So that is going to be ball 1. That's going to be ball 2, and a good eye there from Walker. And the 2-0, and a big wave and a miss there from Walker. And that one is hit foul and out of play. Now the count 2-2. And the pitch, and a wave and a miss. And Lyles gets them swinging. What a at bat. What a thing there from Lyles. And we will stay right here and give a special thanks to Arkansas Activities Association. The schools participating in this regional softball tournament are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by their school board. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the AAA. The Arkansas Activity Association, which is sponsoring this regional softball game, is a voluntarily nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior high and private and public schools in the state of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be best desirable and most desirable for high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation. We thank the Arkansas Activities Association for letting us host this regional tournament. So Brooklyn White steps back into the circle, and we're going to the top of the fourth. The CAC's up 1-0. As catcher Mulligans comes up. The 0-1 here from White is a wave and a miss there from the catcher. The 0-2. And that one's going to be cracked foul behind the plate. And the 0-2. And that one's going to be hit to the shortstop. Now we'll take care of that. And we're currently switching batteries in our home plate camera, so we'll have that back up as soon as producer Gavin gets it back. And I believe that is now. And the pitch from White is going to be strike one. And the 0-1 from White. That'll be called ball one. And the 1-1 catches inside the plate there, so it'll be 1-2. And a wave and a miss there from Chapman. So that will set her down on strikes. So now Rhodes will come to the plate. That one's going to be inside for ball one. And the pitch, and that one's going to be fouled at the plate, so it'll be one ball, one strike. So Rhodes flew out to center field, her first at bat. And the 1-1 and a wave and a miss over the top of it. Mm-hmm. 1-2 the count here. Brooklyn looking to retire this side on a ground out and a strikeout and something else, but that one's going to go foul. Count 1-2 here, 2 outs. And the pitch. That one's going to be fouled back into the netting in front of the press box. And here's the 1-2 offering from White, as that's going to be outside for ball 2. Count even at 2-2 in the offering from White. That one's going to be poked foul. And the 2-2, and that one's going to be popped high. White calls for it and will take care of it, so that will retire the side. 1-2-3 inning for the Quitman Lady Bulldogs, and we will be back with the bottom of the 4th after this break. We are back here at Panther Field as CAC comes back to the plate, and that's going to be number 7. That is going to be Ella Blakely, the catcher, who struck out swinging her first at bat. And she takes ball 1 right there. And the pitch. And that one's going to be cracked into the gap for a base hit. That will be a base hit there for Blakely. So now it will be Brooklyn White, who flew out, kind of popped out to shortstop in her first at bat. And the 1-0. And that ball is hit and going to be foul. And the 1-1, and that one's going to be foul behind the press box. And the 1-2, and that one's going to be foul. And so 1-2 the count here to the pitcher. Righty versus righty matchup. And the pitch. And that one's going to be cracked high. Shortstop calls for it and will take care of it. So now Elizabeth Colclaser will step in, number 31, who's playing first base today. She struck out swinging in her first at bat. And that one's going to be lined out to the first baseman. And the double play will be executed over there as they make the tag. So that will take care of Central Arkansas Christian. And we're going to the top of the fifth after this break.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we are back here at Panther Field as it is going to be Smith number 15 Smith, the first baseman, as she will take ball one low from Brooklyn White. Winner will play Mount Vernon Enola tomorrow. And the pitch. And that's going to be fouled back for strike one. And the pitch. That's going to be up the first baseline, but foul. And here's the 2-2. And a wave and a miss and another strikeout for Brooklyn White. It'll be Addie Ram up to bat right here, the second baseman. She flew out to center field in her first at bat. That one's going to be grounded. The shortstop, she's going to get it over to Cole Glazier at first, and that will be out number 2. So now Lyles, the pitcher, will step in. She struck out swinging her first attempt at the plate today. 2 outs here, nothing and nothing. White delivers as that one's going to be high and away. And the 1-0, and that's going to be up. And that's going to be a fair ball. Up the third baseline. That's going to be extra bases for Lyle as she's going to make it a stand-up double down the third baseline. So now Finley will step in. And the pitch. That was the first hit given up by White. And the pitch. That's going to be ball 2. And a big wave and a miss there. Count 1-2 here. And the pitch, and a wave and a miss. And she sets Finley down, but she gives up her first hit of the game here in this inning. But CAC still up 1-0. We're going to the bottom of the 5th after this break.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
Here comes Lyles back in the circle as number 3 is going to step up to the plate, and she's going to tattoo that one there as Will Banks is at the plate. She popped one up foul. The last attempt at the plate, she popped up one foul, and it was caught. And so That one will be fouled back right there for strike 2. Here's the 0-2, and she's going to tip that one just to stay alive right there. And so count remains 0-2. Count 0-2. And the pitch, that's going to be outside for ball 1. It's going to be fouled off again. A quality at bat here from Wilbanks. And it's a big wave and a miss there from Wilbanks. Sets her down on strikes. So now Kennedy Kittinger will come up. That one's going to be fouled back by Kittinger, so count goes 0-1. And the 0-1 and a big wave and a miss there from Kittinger. And the 0-2. That one's going to be outside. So Kittinger down in the count 1-2. And that one's going to be high for ball 2. And the 2-2. And a big wave and a miss there from Kittinger. So the off speed gets Kittinger. And she's now 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. So now Callie will step up to the plate. This has definitely been a pitcher's duel between Lyles and White. As that one is hit high. And the second baseman calls for it, and that will take care of the inning. So they set them down in order here in the bottom of the 5th. We're going to the top of the 6th after this break.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And here we are at Panther Field as Quitman will start us off in the top of the 6th. So it's going to be pull up to bat right here. She swings and misses at the first one. Poole struck out swinging her first attempt at the plate as she takes ball 1. She will swing and miss at that one. And here's the 1-2. That's going to be outside for ball 2. And that one's going to be, and blue lets me know that one's foul. So count 2-2. And that one's going to be foul ball. And so count 2-2 here. And the 2-2, and a wave and a miss. And so that will add another strikeout to the strikeout column for Brooklyn White. So the lefty will come up right here. That one's going to be tattooed up the third base line, but foul. That will be strike 2 right there on Hardy. Hannah Hardy, the left fielder here for Quitman. And the 0-2. And some of the infielders for CAC wanted that to be a called strike, but it will be a ball right there as the count goes 1-2. And the 1-2. And a wave and a miss, and that one will do it. And so that will be strike 3. So now we have 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. And that will flip the lineup back over. The catcher mulligans. Shows bunt, and it will go foul. And the 0-1 and a wave and miss there from Mulligans. And the 0-2. And that one's going to be fouled back, and so the leadoff hitter will stay alive. And the hitter calls time. And the 0-2. That one's going to be cracked, and that's going to be fair, and the shortstop calls for it, and that's going to be a pop-up. And that will take care of that. And so they set them down here in the top of the 6th. We're going to the bottom of the 6th after this break.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we are back here at Panther Field in the bottom of the sixth as number 21 steps in right here. That is going to be Lily Wooderson. So 9-1 and 2 due up here for CAC. Count 1-1 here to Wooderson. And the pitch is going to be hit softly up to first base, and it will be taken care of over there. So that will take care of the 9-hole hitter. It's going to flip the lineup back over to Kayla Myers, the left-hander, who's 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Here's the 0-0 offering. Will be strike one there to Myers. And the pitch, and that one's going to be cracked foul behind third base, and so count goes 0-2. Count 0-2 here to Myers. And the pitch, and Myers pokes that one, and it is dropped there by the shortstop. And so Myers will reach right there on an error. Now Kendall Walker will step in. She's 0 for 2 on the afternoon with 2 strikeouts. Hefty lead over there at first for Myers. And that will be strike one. And that one's going to be cracked foul down the third base line and out of play. Count 1-2 here to the 2-hole hitter. 1 out runner on first. And that's going to be called strike 3. Now Ella Blakely will come up. She has a single and a strikeout on the evening. And that pitch is belted. Let's see if it stays fair. It's going to work foul and drop in between 3 Quitman infielders and outfielders. Here's the 0-1 offering. And dead ball, and Myers left early. So they're going to call her out. So that will end the inning. So nothing interesting really happens here in the bottom of the 6th. We're going to the top of the 7th. It's the last opportunity for Quitman to do something there as they're down 1 run here in the first round of the regional tournament. We'll be back with more softball after this break. We are back here at Panther Field as it is going to be Rhodes, I believe. No, excuse me. That is not going to be Rhodes up. I believe that's going to be Chapman that's up. Chapman, Rhodes, and Smith due up. And bunt there from Chapman, and they get it up to first, and it is dropped. So Chapman will reach on an error. CAC could roll a double play and get 2 of the 3 outs they need to make the state tournament. It's an error on Cole Glazier. So now Rhodes will step in as she swings and misses at the first one. And that bunt attempt is going to get past, and they're going to advance the runner. And Quitman has got something going here in the top of the 7th, and the dugout is loving it, let me tell you. Count 1-1 here. And the 1-1 is going to be bunted foul, so count goes 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here for Chapman, the center fielder. And the pitch, that's going to be knocked foul behind home plate. And the 1-2. And that was going to be a base hit. Let's see if they send her home. They tell her to wait. I think the crowd wanted to send her home, but now they've got runners on the corners. And time will be called here at Panther Field for CAC to gather this one back together as Quitman's got something brewing. Runners on first and third here with no outs in the top of the seventh. We'll be back with the rest of the seventh inning after this break. We're back here at Panther Field as Smith is going to come up to bat. Right? No, excuse me. Yes, Smith. Smith will come up to bat. Runners on the corners. Only down one run. The tying run is on first, and the go-ahead run is the tying run is at third, and the go-ahead run is at first. And that is going to be strike two. So now Smith down the count 0-2. And the 0-2. That one's going to be outside. And the 1-2. That one's going to be taken for ball two. Two the count. And a wave and a miss. And a massive strikeout there for Brooklyn White. And so now it's going to be Ram up to bat, the second baseman. And a beautiful bunt there. And they call the runner back to third, and now the bases are juiced with Bulldogs after that bunt. So now Lyles, the pitcher, will come up right here, and a 1 out. And the nothing and a wave and a miss there from Lyles. And here's the 0-1 in a wave and a miss. Oh, to the count. Pitcher versus pitcher. And the 0-2. That one's going to be hit foul and out of play. Oh, 2 here, and the delivery from White. And that one's going to be a base hit, and this game's tied up. They're going to send the go-ahead home. And she tags home, and she'll be safe at a 2 RBI double. And we'll have an injury timeout here at Panther Field, so we'll be right back with more softball after this break. And we are back here. Luckily, Ella Blakely is okay. And CAC coach is having a discussion with the behind the plate umpire about whether this was the right call or not. I'm reckoning whether she could be in front of the plate or not. This ought to be an interesting game. I knew it was going to be when I saw it on the schedule for today. So the Bulldogs have battled back, scoring 2 runs in the top of the 7th. And the 2-1, and the bunt's going to be popped foul. And the pitch, and that's going to be strike 2 right there. One out here for Quitman in the top of the 7th. They have scored 2 in this inning to take the lead, their first lead of the game. And that's going to be ball 1. Count 1-2 here. And the pitch and a wave and a miss. Overcut right there, and so now Poole will step to the plate. And the 0-0. That one's going to be grounded softly to third baseman. And over there to Cole Clazier, and they will get out of the jam, but not before 2 runs across the plate for Quitman. They've got the lead, but we got a bottom of the 7th to play here at Panther Field. Quitman takes the first lead of the game here, 2-1 for them, and CAC's got to come back and either tie it up and send it to extras or walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th. We'll be back with the bottom of the 7th after this break.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we are here with the bottom of the 7th as Brooklyn White gets out of the jam for CAC in the top of the 7th. Not before Quitman scores 2, so it's going to be Blakely White and Cole Clazier due up. And that one's going to be fouled back behind the dish. CAC needs one run to tie it and send it to extra innings, or 2 to walk it off and go to state. And the pitch, and that one's going to be popped high. And the first baseman calling for it, and the catcher takes care of it, and so that will retire Blakely. So now Brooklyn White due up, the senior. Wanting to go to state her senior year. And they're going to intentionally walk Brooklyn White and put Elizabeth Cole Clazier at the plate. So now Cole Clazier 0 for 2 on the afternoon. And she's going to take ball 1. And the 1-0 and a wave and a miss from Cole Clazier. And another wave and a miss from Cole Clazier. 2 strikes here on Elizabeth. And the pitch, that one's going to be fouled back, and Cole Clazier stays alive. And the pitch to Cole Clazier, and that one's going to be caught. And now Quitman is 1 out away from the state tournament. And so Ashton Wilbanks is going to be the last hope for the CAC Mustangs. And the pitch, and that one's going to be hit high, and it's tracking foul, and it'll be caught. It will be caught. And a foul ball that is caught is going to send the Quitman Bulldogs to the state tournament. And CAC will be eliminated from the regional tournament and not go to state this year. And Quitman is headed to Greenland next week for state. And what a game it was. So, wow, what a game as they come back in the top of the 7th, score 2 runs, and take this one away from a CAC. So, it was a long day at the ballpark today, but a fun one, let me tell you. Magnet Cove moved on. Bigelow moved on. Malvern and Enola moved on, and Quitman moved on. So, 2A5 teams moved on, and 2A2 teams moved on. So, even at that, but it has been a great day here at the ballpark, and so we will see y'all all tomorrow. And Quitman is going to state. And I am Dalton Reed here at Magnet Cove High School East YouTube Lab, and I am a sophomore here, and I am signing off. Have a good night.